Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Well, my name is Vickie with Crochet with Vickie Jo. I hope everyone's having a great day. It's very nice and sunny out here in Arizona today. Anyways, today I have a stitch tutorial I would like to show you. And this one is called the triangle stitch. Okay, and it's a very pretty stitch. It can be used in blankets or scarves or many things you could make with this stitch. But this is what it looks like. Bring it up a little bit, you can see it a little better. Okay, and it's very easy to make, so if you're new here today and you are a new crocheter, it's very easy to make, simple to follow along. I'll go slow so you can get an understanding of it, but it's pretty easy. So anyhow, I am going to use some big twist yarn today. It's a value yarn for weight. And this is a multiple of 2 plus 1. So that means that you're going to, first you're going to make your slip stitch, however you do that. I'll be teaching you different ways in my Thursday classes on how to make a slip knot, because there's different ways, but this is just how I choose to do mine. So anyhow, this multiple is 2 plus 1. So that means you're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Get my light off of there. 1, 2, 1, 2. And you're going to keep doing that until you get the length or the width that you want. And then when you do, you're going to chain 1. Okay. So let me see, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and then with that one more is 23. Okay. So now what we're going to do, in our first row, we're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So see, you have this chain right here. We never count this one on the hook. So you have this one. Let me just grab my pointer. Okay. So we are going to crochet in the second chain from the hook. This chain right here, like I was saying, this one right here, we never count that. Okay? Take my hook off of here. I'm trying to stand and look into my camera. Okay, and so this one here, that's the first chain, and this is the second chain, okay? So this is the one we want to go into. Hope you could see that well. Oh, it's a little difficult trying to look into the top of your camera and put your hook in there. Okay, so we're skipping this one, and in this one here, we are going to put a single crochet. And now we're going to put a single crochet in each stitch to the end, okay? One single crochet in each stitch till you get all the way to the end. Now it looks like it's going to be curling, but it will straighten out. Okay. So you just keep putting that single crochet till you get to the end. I don't know why my hands keep moving out of frame here. Sorry for all the noise. I have 3 animals running around right now trying to play with each other. And I have my new puppy, and none of them like my new puppy. But he wants to play with them. Okay, so you single crochet all the way to the end of row 1. Okay, now you're going to see how it straightens out after. Okay, so now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to turn your work, and then you're going to double crochet. See this first stitch right here? You're going to double crochet, but we're not going to complete it. So you're going to yarn over, and you're going to bring up your chain. You have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, and you're going to go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go into the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull up a loop. Now you're going to have 7 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull through all 7. Okay? And then you're going to chain 1 to lock it in place, and then you're going to chain another one. Okay? Get pull my yarn out. Now you're going to repeat what I just did all the way to the end, but you're going to start your next one in this last chain, this last single crochet. This is where you're going to start your next trinity or triangle stitch. Sorry. Okay, so you're going to yarn over. You're going to go into this last stitch, yarn over, pull up your loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up your loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up your loop, and you're going to have 7 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now if you don't have 7, then you need to take that part out and redo that. Okay, and you're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull through all 7 loops, and then you're going to chain 1 to secure it, and then you're going to chain 1 again. Okay, so now you just made 2 triangle double crochets. Okay, now we're just going to repeat this. Yarn over, you're going to go into that single crochet where you finished your last double crochet at. You're going to go into that stitch there, grab your yarn, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go into that next single crochet, grab your yarn, pull up a loop. You now have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go to the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and now you have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yarn over and pull through all 7, chain 1 to lock it, secure it, and then chain another one. Okay, so that's how you do that. You're gonna work that all the way across. So if you notice it, you are wrapping your yarn 3 times. Okay, so yarn over, go back into that last stitch you worked, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, and now you have 7 loops on your hook. grab your yarn and pull through all 7, and then single crochet, or not, chain 1 to secure your double crochets, your triangle stitch, and then chain 1 again. Okay, let's repeat that. Yarn over, go into that last stitch, grab your yarn, pull up a hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, got 7 loops on your hook, grab your yarn, pull through all 7, chain 1 to secure, and then chain 1 again. Okay, and then just continue repeating this. Let's continue. Pull up that last loop. You have 7 loops on your hook. Pull through all 7, chain 1, and then chain 1 again. Yarn over, go into that last stitch worked, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into that next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 7 loops, single or chain 1 to secure, and then chain 1 again. Okay, we're almost done here. And see, you have 1 chain left. You just work that one. And the way you can tell is you have these 2 stitches right here. It's like a V stitch. Okay. So you're going to put a half double crochet, which is you yarn over, go through those 2 loops, grab your yarn, pull through, you yarn over, and you pull through all 3 loops. And then you're going to chain 1, and you're going to turn your work. Okay, and that's your first row. Okay, so, or that's your second row. So on row 3, we're going to single crochet in this single crochet right here. Okay, and now we're going to put 2 single crochets in this chain 2 space. Okay, you're going to skip over to this next loop right here, chain 2 space, and you're going to put 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. You're going to skip over to this next space, and you're going to put 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. Pull some yarn out. Okay. You're going to skip over to this space, and you're going to put 2 single crochets. Skip over here, 2 single crochets. Skip to this next space, 2 single crochets. Okay, and you're going to repeat this all the way to the end. Then you have this turning chain left here, that chain 3. You're going to go into this space and you're going to put 1 single crochet. Okay, and now you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and you're going to turn your work and you're going to repeat row 2. Okay, and that's the triangle stitch. I'll do one more set with you. So you're always going to start in this first space right here. Okay, this first single crochet. You're going to make a double crochet, but you're not going to complete that double crochet. So you're going to wrap your yarn. You're going to go into that space, grab your yarn, pull it up. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go over into the second stitch, grab your yarn, pull it up. Now you have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go into that next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it up, and now you have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Grab your yarn, pull through all 7, chain 1 to lock it, and then chain again. Okay, and you're going to repeat that all the way across. Okay, now you're going to repeat that. Go into that last stitch worked, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, and go into the next stitch, third stitch, yarn over. Now you have 7 loops on your hook. Grab your yarn, pull through all 7, chain 1 to lock, and then chain another. Okay, repeat that. Yarn over, go into that last stitch worked, bring up a loop, yarn over, go into your next stitch, bring up a loop, yarn over, go into your next stitch, bring up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 7 loops, chain 1 to lock it in place, and then chain 1 again. And just repeat that. Yarn over, go into that last stitch worked, bring up a loop, yarn over, go into that next stitch, bring up a loop. You have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go into that next stitch, bring up a loop. Now you have 7. You're going to yarn over and bring through all 7. Sometimes this last one's a little hard to get it through. You just have to work it. Chain 1 to lock it in place, and then chain another one. Yarn over, go back into that last stitch worked, bring up a loop, yarn over, go into your next stitch, bring up a loop, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, bring up a loop. You have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 7, chain 1 to lock it in place, and then chain another. And this, just repeat that all the way to the end. Okay. See? Just keep repeating that. I think this is a very pretty stitch. And I plan on creating my own blanket. And so I'm gathering stitches to do that. It's going to be my first project. I have not done a project on my own yet. Well, I take that back. I did do one top that Crystal had challenged us to do, but it didn't turn out that great. I don't do garments very well. But anyhow, I'm going to make a blanket, and I'm looking for stitches that I can use in creating this blanket. And this is going to be one of them. So once I get that done, or get it going, I will definitely do a video to show you my progress on it. Okay. Back into that last stitch worked, pull up a loop, go into your next stitch, pull up a loop, go into your next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 7 loops, chain 1 to lock, and then chain 1 again. Now you have this stitch left. Okay, this is a stitch you're going to work into. Now if it looked like something like this, then you know that that's not a stitch. Okay, so you're going to work in this last stitch and you're going to put a half double crochet. I'm trying to look in my camera as I'm doing this. It's making it hard. But make sure you go under both loops, grab your yarn, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Grab your yarn and pull through all 3, and that's a half double crochet. Then you're going to chain 1 and you're going to turn your work. Now I notice when I'm making patterns, or I'm following a tutorial, something like that, and when I actually start working it myself, I tend to forget, do I chain 1 or do I chain 2, 3, 4? How many chains do I put when I turn each row? Well, every pattern is going to be different, and every ending is going to be different. So it really just depends. Like in this particular one, we're only using chain 1 and chain 3. So this one's a little easier. So just remember, when you finish your triangle stitch or row, you're going to chain 1. When you finish your single crochet row, you're going to chain 3. Now the reason you're going to chain 3 is because you're going to be working double crochets. Hair on here. Okay, I hope that helps, because I do get lost in that a lot of times. So now we're going to do a single crochet row. That's why we only chained 1 and turned our work. Okay, we're going to start in this first single crochet, and we're going to put a single crochet. Maybe. Okay. And now you're going to put 2 single crochets in this space. There's 1 and there's 2. And you're going to repeat that all the way across now. Skip over to the next space and put 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. Okay. Come over to this next space. And the space is going to be in between each triangle that you worked. See, you have this triangle here, and you have this triangle. You're going to put your single crochets in this space right here. Okay, 2 single crochets. And you're just going to repeat all the way across to the end. Okay, putting 2 single crochets. It's blurry standing up trying to crochet. This is the first time I've tried this, but I'm always I tend to fall out of frame when I'm doing my stitch tutorials. So I thought I would try and stand today. But standing up, it looks blurry. So I hope it's not blurry for you. This is my second time doing this. I was reviewing my video, and I noticed that when I was messing with my, look at, you have 1 space left, and you're just going to go into that space and put 1 single, not 2, but 1. Anyhow, I was messing with my microphone to see if I actually had it on, and then when I pushed the button, I turned it off. I didn't realize it. So I only got it recorded with my voice on this first and second row. So I had to do it over. Okay, so now we're at the end of our single crochets, and we're going to chain 3 because we're going into the triangle, which are double crochets, and you want that length of the double crochet. Okay, so now you're just going to repeat your work. You're going to work your triangles in this row, okay, and you're going to go into the first stitch, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, and go into that third stitch, yarn over. And you have 7 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 7. Okay, chain 1 to lock it, and then chain another one. And this is all you're going to do all the way across. You're just going to keep repeating this. Okay, it's fairly easy. If I've gone too fast for you, which I don't think, I try and go slow so everyone can understand, you know, if you're a new beginner, you know, or a seasoned crocheter, everyone can understand, you know, what I'm doing here. Put a 2, okay. But if it's still too fast for you, then you can always slow it down. If you get lost and forget what I said or how I done a certain thing, you can always rewind the tape. That's the good thing about YouTube. You can rewind. Go back and watch it again and slow it down and work it as you're watching it. You know, get some yarn out and follow along. For me, it's easier when I'm watching somebody do it and I'm following along with that person. But everybody's different, so whatever works for you. But you're just going to continue this row, continue completing your triangle row, chain 1 to lock, chain another one. Okay, just continue working. Oops. Oops. Start that over. And sometimes, you know, in a lot of your patterns, you need to use what we call a stitch marker. Now on my Thursday classes for new beginners, or videos, whatever you want to call that, I will be talking about your different, show you some different stitch markers that I have. This particular pattern, I don't think you really need one, but you might. If you're having problems at the end of your rows, keeping them even, you know, you might need to put a stitch marker so you know where to put your hook when you come back to that end. Okay. I'm almost at the end. I have one left to do. Here we have this one stitch left. It looks like a V. Okay. We're going to put a half double crochet into that stitch. Make sure you go under both loops. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull it through all 3, and that is a half double crochet. We're going to be doing the single crochet row, so we're going to chain 1, turn our work. And that's all there is to it. Okay? I hope this helped you. I hope you understand it. Hope I made sense for you to understand it. I have a box right here. That's why you see that big old black line across. I forgot to move it out of the way a little bit. There you go. Okay. But anyhow, that's all I have for you today. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and you continue having a great day. And I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And just remember that Jesus loves you, and I love you too. And I will talk to you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye for now.